One of the most common things that happens when we're going through a rough patch is that we feel alone, abandoned. But when you're going through a rough patch, nothing could be further from the truth. Hi, I'm Berni Dymet and welcome again to Fresh. When the going gets tough, as it does sometimes, all too often we get this feeling that God's abandoned us. There's nothing worse because you and I were created to belong. Families, societies, sporting teams, clubs, even countries, they're all about belonging. We need to belong. That's how God created us. And that sense of isolation, of abandonment, is so devastating when we're suffering. But our feelings are quite fickle. They aren't always able to witness the truth into our hearts. In fact, quite to the contrary. The truth is that God will never abandon you any more than a good father would abandon his child, because you are indeed his child. Romans chapter 8, verses 14 to 17. The true children of God are those who let God's Spirit lead them. The Spirit that we received is not a spirit that makes us slaves again and causes us to fear. The Spirit that we have makes us God's chosen children. And with that Spirit, we cry out, Abba, Father. And the Spirit himself speaks to our spirits and makes us sure that we are God's children. And if we're God's children, we will get the blessings that God has for his people. He will give us all that he has given Christ, but we must suffer like Christ suffered. Then we'll be able to share in his glory. So, during those tough times, lean into God. Let his Spirit lead you. Cry out to God, your Father in heaven. You are a child of the living God. He will never abandon you. That's God's honest truth. And that's his word, fresh for you today. And you know, it's not just God who sticks by you. God designed us to be part of a loving, supportive family. And yet families aren't always all that perfect. They're not always all that they're meant to be. That's why I'd love to send you a free copy of our latest life application booklet. It's called A Home Blessed with Peace. To request your free copy, stop by at ChristianityWorks.com and you'll see that offer right there toward the top of the homepage. Again, that's ChristianityWorks.com.